Welcome to the Chartered Accountants Global Update, your audio connection to the global community of over 1.8 million trusted professionals. And today we're taking you to Munich, Germany, where something quite special is happening this autumn. From the 3rd to the 6th of November, over 2,000 young leaders from more than 190 countries will gather for the One Young World Summit. And for the second time, Munich will play host to this extraordinary event. But what makes this particularly exciting for us is that Chartered Accountants Worldwide is once again sending a delegation, continuing a tradition that now spans almost a decade. For those unfamiliar with One Young World, think of it as a global platform where the brightest young talent comes together to tackle some of the world's most pressing challenges. This isn't just another conference. Delegates participate in 4 transformative days of speeches, panels, networking, and workshops, all focused on accelerating social impact. This year's summit will address 5 pivotal challenges identified through consultations with 1,500 young leaders from 150 countries. The themes at this year's summit will be education access, the circular economy, responsible technology development, anti-hate initiatives, and peace and security. Quite a weighty agenda, but one that perfectly showcases how chartered accountants are leading change well beyond traditional financial roles. So let's meet this year's Chartered Accountants Worldwide delegation. What strikes me immediately is the diversity, not just geographically, but in the breadth of impact these young professionals are making. Starting in South Africa, we have CAW Sibanyoni, who's balancing her role as an audit trainee at Deloitte with her work as founder of CAW's Foundation. CAW's journey into gender-based violence activism began during her primary school years, and during the 2020 lockdown, she launched a campaign that evolved into a partnership with the Kolisi Foundation. She's been recognized as one of News 24's 30 Young Mandelas of the Future. And just this year, Deloitte Africa partnered with her foundation, donating over 100,000 rand in comfort and dignity bags for GBV victims. Then there's Christian Coetzee, also from South Africa, who's transforming audit workflows with the Audit Toolbar, an Excel-based tool now used by more than 300 firms and 3,000 auditors worldwide. Christian was named the overall winner of the South African Institute of Chartered Accountants Top 35 Under 35 competition in 2024, and he's become a leading voice on how technology, data, and people are shaping the future of our profession. From Zambia, Sitali Chiuyu heads the Internal Audit Department at Kapasa Makassar University, while also running a small financial institution focused on entrepreneurship and financial inclusion. He was recently recognized as the best graduating student in the CA Zambia program. And from the Chartered Accountants Australia and New Zealand, we have Rebecca Casey, a senior risk manager with over a decade in financial services, focusing on risk culture and governance. Then there is Jasprit Rayat, who is flying the flag for the Institute of Chartered Accountants in England and Wales. She is a chartered accountant and council member, is passionate about social mobility, having progressed from an apprenticeship at a small accounting firm to larger international work, and now serving as chair of the Student Institute of Chartered Accountants England and Wales Council. Laura Mason is representing the Institute of Chartered Accountants Scotland. Her work bridges finance, data, and public service. She's shaped multi-billion-pound procurement projects, including allocating £10 million for offshore wind in the Celtic Sea. Beyond that, she's co-developing chatbots to improve mental health care access for recent arrivals in the UK and has spoken at the UN Ocean Conference on Marine Sustainability. From Chartered Accountants Ireland, we have Sophie Sweeney. She is a lecturer at the University of Galway, combining her roles as chartered accountant and chartered tax advisor with research into the lived experience of taxation and fiscal citizenship. She was named the Chartered Accountants Ireland Chartered Star 2025 for her leadership in embedding inclusive, practice-based learning. And finally, representing the Institute of Chartered Accountants Pakistan, we have Saad bin Asim Zubairi, who lives and works in Bahrain and brings over 9 years of Big Four experience, with particular interest in the ethical use of artificial intelligence and emerging technologies. What connects all these delegates? They're proof that being a chartered accountant today means so much more than traditional number crunching. These are professionals using their financial acumen and ethical training as tools for public good, whether that's combating gender-based violence, improving access to education, advancing climate solutions, or promoting financial inclusion. At One Young World, they'll join peers from every sector and country to debate, collaborate, and forge connections that could last a lifetime. They'll hear from world leaders and influential figures, but more importantly, they'll have the opportunity to challenge those leaders, share their own platforms, and return to their communities with renewed motivation and a global network of 18,700 plus young leaders to draw upon. For chartered accountants worldwide, sending this delegation is about more than just attendance. It's about investing in the next generation of ethical leaders. Professionals who understand that technical expertise must go hand in hand with social responsibility and innovation. Munich last hosted the One Young World Summit in 2021, and it's fitting that it returns there in 2025. The city has become a global hub for innovation and technology, making it the perfect backdrop for conversations about responsible technology development, circular economies, and sustainable futures. So, while our delegates will be in Munich this November, their impact will ripple far beyond those 4 days. They'll return home as One Young World ambassadors, equipped with new tools, perspectives, and connections to accelerate their existing initiatives or launch entirely new ventures. We'll be following their journey at this year's summit, and we can't wait to hear about the insights and connections they bring back. If you want to learn more about our delegation or the One Young World Summit, head to charteredaccountantsworldwide.com. That's all for this episode of Chartered Accountants Global Update. Until next time, wherever you are in the world, stay connected, stay informed, and stay inspired.